I just finished prepping it, and it is just gorgeous. This is a just top grade piece of AMMOLITE. Hey everybody! So, in this one we are going to take some shells and some AMMOLITE and we're going to make some gorgeous cabochons. I am super excited. It was going to just be an AMMOLITE cabochon video, but as I mentioned in a previous video, I have a how to make pearl cabochons video, and yeah, it was one of my earliest videos and it did not age well. So we're going to readdress that, which is fine because I need to make more anyway, but yeah. Alrighty, so I have tried a bunch of different products for this, for doming and stabilizing, and this is absolutely above and beyond the best I've ever used. It's Susan Lennart Casimir ice resin. It is wonderful stuff. You can actually get it at Michael's. I think Hobby Lobby sells it too. It's pretty cheap. It's like 15-20 bucks, and this will last you quite a good amount of time. It's some really, really good stuff. It is very, 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 very hard once it cures, so it's really good for this application. Ignore the yellow tinge. It actually cures glass clear, and it's self-doming because it has a really high viscosity, so it's really, really good for this application. So first things first, I think I'm going to pick out some shells that I'm going to use. I have this wonderful lion's paw scallop. We are also going to use some of this stuff, which is actually one of the things I used in that other video. These are wonderful. These are one of my absolute favorite shells. This is a pen shell. We have both stiff pen shells and razor pen shells in here, and they both make for some absolutely wonderful inlay and pearl. They're just gorgeous. This entire box is just filled with some very, very, very nice, good grade AMMOLITE from throughout Montana. This is some great stuff, so yeah, we're gonna make some really cool cabs today, I think. Alright, so first things first, there's two ways to go about that you're gonna have to go about the AMMOLITE, and that is you're gonna have thin pieces like this, and these need a backing. You can't just pop them in the way that you normally would. And then there's these that have quite a bit of matrix beneath them, and those need to get trimmed down. Or pieces like this, where you're going to need to cut the actual AMMOLITE to shape everything down. Isn't this piece just beautiful? Just gorgeous. Anyway, yes, we've already stabilized it with, if you've seen my AMMOLITE video, which I'll have a link to right there, you use cyanoacrylate, which is really, really strong super glue, to kind of flood in, and that is going to go underneath the pearl layer. It's going to kind of coat everything and make it safe while you prep it, but that does not keep it from fracturing. So with these three pieces, because they are not, you know, they're too big to be used as they are, they're going to need to be trimmed down a bit. The AMMOLITE is in very good risk of breaking apart and flaking apart. So, first thing we need to do is take our resin and put just the thinnest of layers over it and around it. And I want to do that before we do anything else because this resin takes 3 days to cure. So next, all of that stirring, as you can see, kind of made some bubbles. If you have a vacuum chamber or a pressure pot or something like that, use it. I don't, which honestly I should really make at some point because it really helps to remove all those bubbles. If you don't though, a torch is extremely helpful because you can just get your flame out and watch these bubbles. They all pop off. all we're gonna do is get this coated and come over top and just get all around it. All right, so I think this is the piece of AMMOLITE we're gonna use to back. And you'll see why. My oh my, will you see why. This might be the nicest piece of AMMOLITE I have. I just finished prepping it, and it is just gorgeous. This is a just top grade piece of AMMOLITE. But as you can see, it is very thin, therefore very fragile, so it needs to get backed for sure. Alrighty, so I think it's time to start processing some of our shells. Oh, this is too big, sorry. Some of our shells. This one being the first one I need to process. So we need to go and cut these sections off so we have these flat little pieces. And you can do that with a jeweler's saw, you can do that with a cut-off wheel on a Dremel, but I have a tile saw, so I'm going to use it. Alrighty, so cut 2 pieces off. Sorry, wiping off the slurry. And they are just beautiful. Actually here, this might help. There we go. Absolutely stunning, and they're way harder than I was expecting. Just gorgeous. First things first, we're going to need to go to the diamond plate and trim off everything, so we basically just have a flat little rectangle. So I went and grabbed this piece. This thing just has brilliant color. Of course, it's kind of shadowed right now, so it's not showing super well. But yeah, I already went ahead and flattened that spot, so we're going to cut that out. And that's a prime piece for some jewelry. And lastly, I think we are going to use one of these freshwater mussels. So they have the most color from here to here. This little lip right here, that little ray, has the most color. It'll be pearlescent white down here, but there'll actually be some of that rainbow stuff. Alrighty, so we've got all of our pieces ready. Oh, that's so beautiful. Anyway, so we've got our pieces of pearl right here, and they are just so pretty. They came out so well. But before they are ready to use, they're gonna need to get a backing. So I always keep this shale because it's really hard and it only breaks on a plane, so you get really nice big flat pieces. And this stuff is just the perfect material for making backings. I just take them over to my diamond plates and flatten them out, and you know, cut little sections off, and then you epoxy them down, and you've got your perfect backing right there. And then you can just treat it like any other rock from there when it comes to shaping. Alrighty, so the resin has cured, and these are all ready to get cut out. So let's start moving on to this one right here. So I really don't want to have to cut this. This is such a prime piece here. If I take the brightness down, you can see the color a bit better. That is just an incredible piece of AMMOLITE, so I really don't want to have to shrink it down. So we're going to do a little trick. We are going to take a piece of this and literally pulverize it. Alrighty, so you can see that when it lays down, it's not flat. There's a high point where like this entire center part is lifted up, and that is an issue. We don't want that. But I don't want to cut it down, so we're gonna flip it over. Actually, I'm gonna do this on my... We'll just be careful. Sorry, planning in my head. So, we crushed up a bunch of that rock, and we're gonna mix it with some of this, which is cyanoacrylate, which is wonderful stuff, and it is very, very, very hard. We've got our pile, and I'm sure that looks just ridiculous. But now we're gonna pretty much fuse all of these little rocks, not only together, but to the back of the AMMOLITE. And you will see why in just a moment. Alrighty, so now that we've got it to this point, you can see all of that stuff is cured. Of course, there's a Cyrus hair in the middle of it. So we can take this to the plate, and now we can actually flatten that down, and all of that extra CA on the back, as well as all the rocks, are going to make this a lot stronger. So yeah, should be no problem. Alrighty, so we've got this to a point where we can actually back it, and I cut these pieces down, and my gosh, they're just so pretty. So it'll be a lot easier to shape these now. Alrighty, well, while that one's getting cured up, we are ready to start moving on to this one. So I am going to take this over to the tile saw and cut them out. So I think one more thing to do while we're waiting for the other stuff the other resin to harden and cure, if I can find it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is take these two pieces of AMMOLITE and trim them down, because they are much too bulky at the moment. Like you can see, this is a big rock, and we literally only want this little piece right here. So we're gonna take it to the tile saw, cut this off, and then probably thin the back, and yeah, other than that, it's pretty good to go. I think we're gonna just go ahead and try to shape them all out before we do any resin on the surface, because I don't want to have to wait. It takes 3 days to full cure before you can work with it more, so I don't want to have to do 6, 9, or 12 days. If it's gonna take 3 days, I'd rather just do them all at once. So yeah, once this stuff cures, which it will be cured enough to work with tomorrow, we will cut those out just like these, and yeah, get this wrapped up. So, from now that we've got them shaped down, I'm going to switch to a higher grit, because the 80 grit is so aggressive that it'll just rip little pieces out of stuff like AMMOLITE and pearl. It is very unforgiving. So we're going to switch to probably my 360 to do the final shaping. It'll take a little bit longer, but we won't run the risk of stuff shattering apart on us. Alrighty, well, I am running out of time for today, so we're going to get these ones done at least. Focus, please. Thank you. That is both of the pen shell pieces, one of the scallop pieces, and a piece of AMMOLITE. So we're at least going to do those for today. I'll finish up the rest tomorrow. Alright, so for these two, I figured I'd describe what I'm doing just so you are following along with me. If you try to spread it, it's not going to dome properly, so I will just, without touching the bottom, just kind of make the resin stick to the the toothpick as well as the surface, and then you can kind of roll it over. And you want it to touch all of the edges, but not go over the edges, and that is just going to help it, yeah, kind of, so long as it has a flat surface entirely, it will self-dome, but if it goes over, obviously it's going to drip and fall off, and yeah, make a mess, or just completely glue your piece down to your cardboard. So, we are on the final home stretch. We've got this ready to go, nice and thinned down. We've got this ready to go. Oh, I'm out of focus. Thank you. That one's ready. We've got this really nice piece of AMMOLITE ready to go. And I actually got another piece ready. This thing has some just wonderful purple. So yeah, all we have to do is put on our resin, and I think we're actually about done. There you have it. It is way easier than it looks, and these are all ready to go. They look fantastic. I still just cannot believe this thing. It is so nice. Just amazing great AMMOLITE, and this purple is just insane. Just so pretty. Also, was not expecting these to be as pretty as they are, but yeah. Anyway, I'd say they all came out looking fantastic. Make sure to come back in a very, very soon. I'll be making a video where I take some of these and some of the cabs that I made in a recent video, and we'll be making some pendants and some rings, and yeah, it'll be awesome. Alrighty, well, I think that is going to do it for this one. If this is something you enjoy, definitely consider subscribing, because I'm doing more of this stuff, you know, all the time, pretty much. Don't hesitate to leave me a comment. I love having conversations with all of you. Liking and sharing helps tremendously to spread this video around so more people can potentially enjoy it. And yeah, if you want to potentially own some of these when they are finished and in their settings, I'll have a link to my Etsy store in the description, where I have lots of rocks and fossils and even some shells. And yeah, other than that, if you would like an awesome place to share your finds and enjoy other finds with fellow rockhounds, check out my Facebook group. Look what I found. I'll have a link to that as well in the description. But yeah, other than that, I think we're gonna call it here. This, as simple as this video was, I've been working on this video for like 2 or 3 weeks because of all of the drying time. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this one. I'll have another one out next Saturday. If you haven't seen that announcement video, I'm moving all uploads to Saturday at 10 a.m. for now until spring comes around, just because I can't get out as often now that winter is here. And yeah, anyway, hope you all enjoyed. I'll have another one out on Saturday. See you then.